Hello, MIS. This is Mr. Shell from fourth grade math. Just wanted to say hi. Hope you're having a good day and staying safe. We hope to see you soon. But while we're waiting, I'm going to talk a little bit to you about subtraction. I know subtraction is not everyone's favorite math game, but let's go ahead and review real quickly. I know it's on some of your AMI packets, and I want you to do the best you can. So let's start very simple. Let's say that you have $32. Okay, and Mr. Shell needs to borrow $15. Okay, how much money would you have left? Okay, let's work this out real quick. We know that if you have a 2 in your one spot, that you cannot subtract 5. Think of it if you have two $1 bills. Can you give me five $1 bills? Of course not. We need more $1 bills. Okay, if we look over here, we see that we have three $10 bills. Okay, what if we just simply break one of those $3 bills into $1 bills? Hey, if it's a $10 bill, obviously that means that there are 10 $1 bills in that, correct? So let's move 10 $1 bills into the ones column and add them to the two we already have, and that gives us 12 $1 bills. Now it's much easier to subtract. If we have 12 and we take away 5, that leaves us with simply 7 $1 bills. Okay, now we still have two $10 bills because we only broke one. So 2 minus 1, of course, leaves us 1. So if you start with $32 and you own Mr. Shell $15, that leaves you $17. Okay, everybody probably could have figured that out on their own. But I just showed you that because I wanted to do a quick refresher of borrowing. Hey, let's move up to a bigger number now. Okay, now we have 306, and we want to get rid of 254. Okay, once again, 6 minus 4, that's easy. 6 minus 4, of course, is 2. Okay, now we move to our tens column, and we see that we have a 0. That means that we don't have enough to subtract 5, because if you have 0 of anything, you can't subtract 5. So let's go ahead and go to our hundreds digit, and let's take off one of those numbers, and let's add the 10 to our existing 0. Okay, we now have 2 hundreds and 10 tens, which would be the same as the 300 we just broke up. Okay, 10 minus 5, of course. 10 minus 5 is 5. 2 minus 2 is 0. So if you had $306 and you subtracted 254, that would leave you with $52. And that could be anything, not just money. Okay, let's try one more quick problem. Let's go a little bit bigger with 3,502. And let's subtract 1,655. Okay, we've got four digits, of course. We've got our ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Pardon me. Okay, so let's take a quick look. Let's start in the ones column again, like we always do. Okay, so can we subtract 5 from 2? If we have $2, can I give away 5? No. So we need to borrow from our neighbor. Okay, so in this case, we're going to go ahead and borrow 10 from the tens place. Okay, so that makes that a 12. Okay, well, a 0. So I borrowed from my neighbor, but my neighbor didn't have any either. So he needs to go to his neighbor and borrow from him as well. So let's go ahead over 2 spaces and we'll go ahead and make that a 4 because that was our neighbor. He had $500 bills, but he broke that up into 10 $10 bills to give to our neighbor, who then in turn gave us 10. So 12 minus 5, of course, is 7. Okay, one thing I did not do here is where it's when our neighbor gave us 10, I did not take that out of the 10 that he borrowed. Because if he borrowed 10 and then gave us 1, that leaves him 9. So 9 minus 5 is 4. Okay, and once again, now our neighbor 2 over is short, so he needs to borrow some money himself. Let's change that to a 2, and we'll add 10 to here. And if I'm not mistaken, 14 minus 6 is 8, and then 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, and then I put my commas in at the end. That leaves us at 3,502, and you subtract 1,655. That would leave you with 1,847. I hope this helps, and if you've got any more questions, feel free to contact me or your actual teacher on Dojo, text, Facebook, or any way you can reach us. We appreciate it. We love you. Have a good day. Thank you.